Hello, my very dear Sagittarians. This is an interesting reading for you. As I was starting to work with your energy, this is for the week of May 18th, of course, or when it resonates, and it will not be for every Sagittarian. This is what I get for the ones for whom it's relevant. As I was working with your energy, the first thing that I saw was you walking along with your hands in your front pockets, and you're whistling like you would in a cartoon, I can't whistle. But you're whistling casual like with your hands in your pocket, but you're looking over your shoulder just to see what's going on behind you like that. So you're aware of what's happening and you are choosing to take an attitude of calm. And I heard, don't let anybody get your goat. Now, I think you know what that expression means. But if you don't, in case you don't, it's don't let anybody get you angry. Don't let anybody get the best of you emotionally in a way where you're going to lose this casual posture of whistling with your hands in your pocket. Now, remember, it's a casual posture. And as I started to investigate that image, this is what hit me. Suddenly, I was reminded of a conversation my aunt had, or not a conversation, a story she told about traveling with a good friend of hers. And they were in some country, and there was a lineup around the women's washroom. And her friend just put her hands in her pocket and sauntered into the men's room. And she said to my aunt, just go in as though you belong there and nobody's going to say anything. And that's what I feel is relevant for you. And then I get these cards and I'm going, whoa, I think I get it now. It's very nuanced, but it's quite beautiful. First, you get the loss or liberation card. And what I hear is whatever you've lost, you're on the liberation track right now. You are in the process of liberating yourself. Then I get kindness and I really like. So the kindness is saying, it may be kindness carries a quality of gentleness, empathy, gracious consideration, and humaneness. It may be expressed in an attitude of sympathy, amiability, benevolence, or tenderness. Each time you have the choice to be right or kind, choose kind. But keep going. Then you're getting the card I really like, and that is telling you whenever you're tempted to tell someone what's wrong with them, who you wish they were, who you wish they were, instead, I see there's a typo in this card. Instead of telling them who you think they should be, tell them instead how much you like and appreciate the qualities you're privately hoping to see more of. Don't demand or criticize. Don't even mention that you'd like more of it, because that implies they're not enough. Make sure that you really let yourself genuinely feel the appreciation of the events or qualities you mention. So this is where it all comes together in this beautiful impression that I'm getting, which is this. Walk casually. Can you carry the energy of being casual in a way where you are still being firm and strong and asserting yourself in what looks like, I'll say, a man's world, but whatever world holds a sense of maybe disempowering you in the past, whatever that is, where you now are able to walk in. And with that strength and with that confidence, you can say and do what you need to do with kindness and by encouraging the good qualities that you would like. It does not in any way imply weakness, and it does not in any way imply backing down. What it does imply, however, what it does suggest to me is that when you can work with that sense of confidence, that you have what it takes and you are not going to be challenged, combined with, what do they say? You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Combined with an attitude, an empowered attitude, which allows you to be kind while at the same time stating your needs and your intention. This could be really interesting for you. But what they're saying is, again, for me, this card I really like. Whenever you're tempted to tell someone who they should be, what they've done wrong, just reading them the riot act about it. Step back a little bit. Reinforce what you like. Doesn't mean you back off necessarily, although you might. I don't know your situation. But it's really, for me, very much about when you are in this state, when you're liberated, when you are feeling liberated, and you are able to put your hands in the pocket and walk into the men's washroom because you need to go and the lineup's too big. This other way isn't working for you. You're going this way, and that's important. It is you going and acting and taking your male power. Oh, this is good. Taking your fiery energy, your yang energy, your male energy, and applying it with the confidence that still allows you to not be vicious or mean. There's a confidence with it that allows you to be able to reinforce the positive. State things kindly. State them. You don't have to state them with a sense of, oh yeah, and then it's, yep. And if this is the way it's going, then this is what I'll do. Or I'm going to stop there because I don't want this to be too specific. I feel this is very much about an energy that you are learning to embrace, Sagittarius. And a lot of it really does come back to the fact that within your confidence, within the liberation that you've been experiencing and that you have been allowing yourself, you're developing that confidence. You're balancing your yin-yang energy in a way where you can be kind and you can find the energy to be more inclined to create cooperation. Doesn't mean it's going to be cooperation, but what it does mean is with this energy, when it does come to a point of contestation from somebody or something, the energy of what we've been talking about here is going to be the thing that's going to help adjust that particular situation so that it doesn't have to be a huge roadblock and become more than it is. It can help dissolve it or shift it or just reshape it in a way where it is more in alignment. This is, of course, talking about in alignment with the positive, with the good intention, with high values. Okay? Sagittarius, I'm going to leave you with that. I feel really positively about this because I'm sure as I'm reading this for you, that many of you are already doing this or are in the process of doing this, maybe not quite sure how to integrate the two, but this is the way. This can be the way, potentially, for you. So give it a check and see what you think, okay? Much love. Take care.